Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mod 6 to the Sky. Now, I have discovered something very important in terms of mob spawns, right? So, no mob spawned here, and I was looking up, like, what they need, like, what are the requirements, how far away you have to stand, all that sort of thing. And I came across a very important detail, which is right here in the top right corner, just underneath my minimap, we are in an ocean biome. We're in an ocean. Do you know what that means? That means that mobs don't spawn, or at least, not like pigs and stuff. So, we need to find a biome that isn't the ocean. Now, I could run around, I could, I don't know, make a jetpack and fly around and look for one, and for some of us, that probably is what you have to do, right? You have to explore a bit to try and find it, because as you see, there's like ocean here, there's deep ocean here. However, with the minimap, if you press M and open this up, you can hover around and see at the very bottom of the screen down here, if you're hovering over the area that you've, I guess, discovered, right, it tells you the biome. And now there is a lot of ocean, as you can see. But just above our base, right here, there's a savanna biome. And there's also, I think I saw a plains up here. But essentially, like, look, this is all good biome. We should be able to spawn mobs up here. So, the one problem, I guess, is that is a long distance away. Like, if we look right here at the edge of our island, we're at what? Z level 2,300, pretty much, right? Up here is 2,100, essentially. So we're going to have to go, like, 150 blocks, or, like, 200 blocks that way. We have the cobble for that, but that does sound like a really, really, really boring adventure, right? Now I could do it off camera, but I mean, for me, that's boring. I don't want to do that. So there's a little trick we can do. Now, if we have a look over here, there's a few things we need to take note of. One is we have how many diamonds? 8. That's beautiful and perfect. But we also have the maximum amount of flint, 512, that this drawer can have. Now, if you shift right click, you can actually put in upgrades to increase the size. You can add a whole bunch of different little qualities of life. But the problem is the flint's now going in here, which we don't want, right? There's probably some compressed flint in here. So we do need to fix that at some point. But I think before we do that, we should at least set up this farm over that way. Which also means, I don't know, I'm going to have to try and pick up this dirt without losing it. I'm not sure if our magnet's good enough, but we'll see. Now, here's what I want to try and make. Oh, I've actually got it on me because I was in creative mode before. Let me delete that. But, I mean, that's what we're going to make. There we go. It's gone. We want to make a building gadget, right? So if I search building here, we should see a building gadget right here, right? You can click on it. You can see the recipe. 2 diamonds, 2 redstone, 4 iron, and a lapis. Now, I don't think I have any redstone. We'll double check. Yeah, we're missing the redstone. So I am going to grab the compressed dust and sift this. Oh, sorry, I'm still sick. Somehow I'm still sick. It's just that cough that sneaks up on me. Everything else is pretty much fine. But yeah, just that cough and a little bit of like phlegm every so often. But is that gross? Should I have said that? Should I have cut that? Probably. You know, it's fine. It's natural, man. All right, we're gonna sift this, get some redstone, and make that thing. And, I mean, we only have to sift 1 to get the redstone. There also is quite a lot of people on at the moment, and I'm pretty sure a lot of them have some pretty big bases, so if we do experience a little bit of, lag with opening stuff, that would be why. So, we're going to craft 1, and get ourselves a building gadget. This guy needs to be charged up, so we'll probably do it in this guy right here. He shouldn't need too much charge, so this should be more than enough. Let's also grab... Well, let's get rid of some of these sticks first, right? Clear a little bit of this, if we can. Of course, it wouldn't be an episode if we don't have a horrific inventory, right? So we'll grab this. We will grab, if we sort our inventory, a bunch of cobble. And then what we can do is, I've changed the binding for this because it conflicts. The original binding is G, so all you would have to do is type G and click on key, and you'd be able to find it. But I've bound it to 7 now, and it is called the settings menu for building gadgets. And when you hold that down, it opens up this cool little wheel, right? And you have all these options. You can build walls, horizontal walls, stairs, grids, surfaces, build to me, vertical column, and horizontal column. So I think what we want to do is a vertical column at max range. And I think then we place cobble, shift right click on it to select it, then we can pick that back up. And okay, no, this isn't the one we want, so we'll change it. Do we want a horizontal column? Yes, look at that. That is exactly what we want. And we don't want it to place on top. What that'll do, it'll keep it in line with the floor. So then what we should be able to do is essentially do this, right? And we can make it a path all the way over to that other biome. How cool is this? And you just run. I'd suggest, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can run on this part as it's appearing, but you know, it's a bit risky, so do it at your own discretion. Am I out of power? I don't think I am. Maybe just a little bit of lag. Yeah, I think that's all it was. Alright, so I'm going to do this, and I guess I'll meet you guys there. I'm going to have to do a few trips to get some more cobble, but... Oh, and I'll probably have to light this path up, or else we'll get mob spawns. So I'll do all of that, it's fine. Oh, we're already here. I thought we had to go a lot further, but we're in a savanna plateau. And that's what this area is right here. So, I think this time I'll do it a little bit smarter than I did over there. Over there, I just put the grass floating on the void, which is a little bit silly. But now that we have a building gadget, I should be able to do a horizontal wall, which, yeah, check out this. We'll build a nice big platform for us. Assuming we have enough cobble, which we don't. So I'm probably going to slash home. Oh, no. Maybe. I think I have to turn chat on for that. Commands only. Slash home. Oop. Get a little bit scared, but we're fine. I'm going to grab torches and cobble and go finish that off. Alright, we are back. So I'm going to do this again. Just right-click with it. Have this load beautifully. This is a nice area. We might have to pretty it up a bit. And essentially, we're just going to place dirt on here. Now, my problem is I don't know how well this magnet works at picking up blocks. We're going to have to do a test. So let's turn it on. Right, it's on. Now, let's say I had cobble here. Like that. And I vein mine it. Okay. That worked, right? Now I don't think I want to vein mine this. Do I? Do I dare? I think I dare. You know what? I'm gonna give it a try. Fingers crossed. Oh, okay. We have at least a stack of dirt, you know? I'm happy with that. If we somehow don't manage to pick up this dirt... you know, it worked. Did you see that? Oh, it really played with me for a second there. Okay, we can breathe. We now have the dirt. We don't, however, have a grass seed. That didn't even eat. I don't think we have any more grass seeds, which means I'm going to have to sift some dirt. We can actually double-click this search bar and type grass, and we'll actually highlight in any of these chests, like, if there happens to be that item that we searched for. Which I don't think there is, but, you know, it doesn't hurt to check. So no. We need to get grass seeds, which means I need to sift dirt, which means I've sort of got to get lucky. We'll give it a try. Oh, okay, we got grass seeds. I'll empty the rest of this stuff, and then we should be good to go. If it wants to work. There we go. Okay. Grass seeds, dirt, a pebble that we don't need. But I think the rest is pretty good. So I'm going to once again run back over here. We might need to figure out some sort of like, I don't know, express railway down here because this is quite a long run. Or maybe a teleporter would make more sense in a mod pack. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to run over here, set up the dirt, put the grass down, and yeah. Alright, so what I should be able to do is set up the dirt like this. Now, I don't want the platform to be this big, I think. So we can actually maybe tone it down a bit. And how big do we want it? Is that... I feel like this is pretty good. If it places. Come on. Do we actually have charge? We do. There's no reason for this not to work. There we go. Just talk a little bit. So here is our current platform. We don't have any dirt for that spot. Okay, we've made a little bit of a not good looking platform. I think I might be able to get away with doing something like this, right? Make it look intentional, even though it's very clearly we just ran out of dirt. I think that's fine. And then we'll probably set up like, stairs around it or something. And well, I guess maybe not stairs. Maybe we'll do like like dirt around. Not dirt. Wood around it and set up fences. I think that'll be fine. Yeah. So I'm going to have to get some more stuff. We might as well set up the grass seed. So I'll place that like right in the middle. Is that the middle? Yep. That can spread, hopefully spawn some chickens. That's what we're really after. And yeah, I think that's it. So I'm going to look to see what sort of teleporting we can get and all those sorts of things. But for now, I guess I'll be running back and forth. Alright, so I've discovered something pretty cool that we can use for teleportation. So a lot of things require ender pearls, and I mean, we have this set up. So in theory, we can set up, the automation of getting ender pearls, right? Sifting this stuff to get ender pearls. Check out this. It's a teleporter upgrade for pedestals. It uses one ender pearl, and drop chorus fruit, which we have, or ender pearls, on the pedestal to fuel it. This will teleport any entity that collides with it to underneath the pedestal it's linked to. Will not teleport if there's no space below to teleport to. Range places the teleported entity that much farther below the linked pedestal. Lack of fuel or teleport results in a failed teleport. Okay. So there is a few things we would need to combo with this. It wouldn't be as simple as just setting up two pedestals, right? And that's because, let's see if I can highlight this. If you, for instance, shift right-click on this guy, maybe we won't be able to see it, but normally it creates like a border, right? And it shows you where you can link it to. It doesn't seem to... I think I've messed it up. Cannot be linked to itself. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't think they can go in infinite range. I guess we could test. Now, another thing that has been added to this pack via an update is the time in a bottle. This guy's pretty good, especially for YouTubers, because like we're not on the server sort of 24/7, right? How do I explain it? Essentially, this lets you speed up things, right? Like I could speed up this furnace and smelt this stone super quickly. Does that make sense? I'm struggling a bit clearly. I've completely lost my train of thought. I don't know what's happened. Essentially, I'm going to make the time in a bottle. It is essentially what I'm trying to say, but I'm clearly struggling. How much glass do we have? I don't think we have much, if any. Glass. Ooh, we do. We have the perfect amount. Let's take that glass out. Make ourselves a glass bottle, because we need that for the time in a bottle. The clock we should be able to make. Yep. The blue dye we should be able to make. 2 of these. Check. And now we should have a time in a bottle. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I guess I can show you how it works. So as you see, it starts storing time. And we'll just do this in my inventory. It'll just store time as long as it's in my inventory. I don't think it does it if it's in a chest. So it has to be on you. And essentially, let's see if I can showcase this. Let me get a little bit more coal. Turn this into this. Put this in here. And essentially, this time that we're building up, we can use to speed up our processes. So like, if I put cobble in here, it's going slow. But I should be able to... You know what? Maybe I can't. Maybe I don't have enough time yet. But essentially, you right-click it, right? And it uses up the time. I assume either we need like a minute or 30 seconds, maybe. Let's try with 30 seconds. No. No, it didn't do anything. Okay, well, you know what? Wait, what's it doing? It's struggling a bit. You know, we'll have to come back on this one. But anyway, we have enough for our pedestal. I'm struggling, guys, okay? These videos aren't scripted, you know? I sort of get an idea of what I'm going to do for the video, and then we hope that it works. That's essentially what happens here. Pedestal. Boom, boom, boom. Pedestal, beautiful. So what I was going to show is if I place this here, and I say, you receive... Oh. You receive from you, it shouldn't work. Because that should be too far away. If it's going to let me. So yeah, too far to connect. Okay, so that's just, yeah. That's showing you what's going to happen. So what we need instead, if we want to do that, is range ornaments, right? Oh, really? They need... Oh, yeah. I mean, a nether star. That probably won't happen then. Huh. Now, I still do want to try that out because I don't know 100% because, yeah, I just don't know. But, I guess for now, we won't do that because we don't have ender pearls. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't... Um... Alright, you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna try it out. We might as well. So, I'm gonna have to set up automation for this guy to be, at the very least, crushed. And I think we won't use pedestals for it. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll have a look. I'll have a look. Alright, so I think instead I'm going to try out a pulverizer, right? So we're going to need to bookmark a few of these things and craft them. I guess I'll craft them in here. Yeah, I mean, we might as well. So do we have enough redstone for one of these? We do. Beautiful. I think that's... Actually, I think that's the only redstone. No, we actually do have more redstone. Okay. Interesting. Do we happen to have iron nuggets? The answer is no. So let's go ahead and make some of those. We'll just craft one set for now. Copper gears. We'll get 2 of these. Like so. A piston. That should be easy enough. Or, no, we don't have wood planks. Of course we don't. Can we make wood planks? So the answer to that question was, in fact, no. So we're going to have to chop down this tree, but that should be fine. Alright, there we go. Planks. We can empty that. Get a piston again. One of those. And we should... Oh, no, we need one of these. Tin gears. Ooh. And we're going to have to craft or smelt some sand to get some glass. We don't have that. Okay. Do we have gravel? No. Alright, yeah, I'm going to have to do this manually then. Let's get some cobble. Let's, compress it. Like so. We should probably save this recipe. It might just help us out. Store it there. And I would like... Well, we don't need much, so I guess we'll get one compressed cobble. Alright, let's give this a try. So we can actually check out 2 things now. We can check out the smelting of the sand, which we were doing anyway. And we can check out the time in a bottle. So, we need... Of course we need more coal. We always need more coal. Boom, boom, make it into compressed, or uncompressed, sorry. So that's in there. It's going slow. I should now be able to right-click. Oh, I have to shift right-click, and that does 2 times speed. Right, so twice as fast. But we might as well, you know, we might as well go as fast as we can. And apparently, this is 16 times the speed. And we're down to 3 minutes. And it doesn't look like we can go again. And I think that's just because we don't have enough time built up. But that's a lot faster than waiting for the 9 glass, right? So, from my standpoint, this is really good, right? Like, it'll just help me when I'm doing things like that. When I'm just, like, getting more sand. But it can also be seen as a bad thing. And the reason it can be seen as a bad thing is, instead of needing to upgrade this furnace, subconsciously I can be like, well, I don't have to, because I can just use my time in a bottle whenever I need to smelt. You know what I mean? Whereas otherwise, I would be encouraged to upgrade the furnace to reap the benefits of a faster furnace. So it's kind of... It's a little bit iffy, but when the focus of the video isn't about smelting or making a new furnace, I think it's fine for me to just use that to, like, get us through that hurdle instead of going out of our way to, you know, make a new furnace. But I don't know. I don't know. It's odd. It's an odd thing, I guess. I don't really know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's get this guy. We need a machine frame, which we have now, and we should be able to get our pulverizer. Pulverizer. Boom. Boom. Okay. Craft one. It should work. Maybe we have to put the stuff into the system. Maybe. Oh, no. Here we go. Oh, I think I just put it away. Pulverizer. Here we go. Pulverizer. Beautiful. I do think we'll need another dynamo to power this guy. I think we most definitely will. So how about we try and make some of those too? So this guy, if we remember, needed Invar, right? And Invar is a little bit annoying to get because we need to combine crushed things in order to get it. Or the alternative is we get an induction smelter. And this should let us just use iron ingots and nickel ingots to get the Invar, which is really good. The smelter itself just needs sand. It does need some Invar, so we need to get some to begin with. But then I think we're good. So we need 8 total. And I think that means we need 4 iron dust. So I think... Oh, we have nickel dust. Okay. Let me grab that. Let me search iron. We don't have any iron dust. Okay. Is that because we've smelted all the iron? Yes. I think we can chuck this in here. We can also grab 2 of this iron out and chuck it in there too, and try and grab it before it gets sent. Right. So as soon as it crafts, I'm gonna right click. We gotta be on our toes. Boom. I almost missed it after all that talk, and now we've got to wait for these 2 irons to be crushed. But it doesn't look like it is. So is it not crushing because it's out of coal? Like normally you see the little flame particles. Let's see. Let's throw coal on it. Okay, yeah, I think that's all it was. So we're just gonna have to wait. Oh, it was too fast. No. Oh, there's iron dust in here. Okay. Okay, there's a lot of iron dust in there. I don't know what I'm doing. This is just chaos at this point. This video has gone downhill. We're gonna make some invar. Okay, we're gonna make 6 invar, which means we need a little bit more iron dust in reality. So I'm gonna have to open this chest, get our 2 iron. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful. We're gonna have to smelt this, which I can do in here. Yeah, let's do it in there. Let's chuck that in there. Put this stuff away, and we can probably even just speed this guy up. There we go. So now, because the blast furnace already does 2 times speed, this should be very, very fast in comparison, right? Alright, 8 invar. That's what we needed. Ah, this is just a mess. Okay. Induction smelter. Did I bookmark that? I did. Beautiful. Invar gears. We're back in business, baby. 2 invar gears. Honestly, this video is all over the place. I should probably try and not be over the place, but we're in too deep at the moment. Do I not have the redstone for this? No, I don't think I do. No, I do. We have the gold. We have the redstone. I would like 1. I don't ask for much. Am I gonna have to do this manually? What? There's 1 redstone. They lied to me. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Alrighty. One of these. Beautiful. Now we've finally got it. The blast furnace. I guess we'll make a new one. I don't think it's particularly easy to make the new ones, is it? I need to smelt some stuff. You know what's annoying as well, right? This lag that we're experiencing, where it's like taking a few times, every time I run the sampler, which like tells you what's lagging, like what's creating all of the like stress on the server, every time I start running it, the server like runs perfectly. It's like, not a problem. No problem here. No, perfect performance. So every time I try and catch it in the act, like right now, it's not working. It's hard to catch it. You know what? Here, let's start the profiler. Right here, I'm struggling a bit. I'm gonna start the profiler. Hopefully it lags. I hope it lags, just so I can figure out what's causing it and we can fix it. So what do I need? I need to smelt 3 stone to get the smooth stone. So boom. Can we go any faster? Nope. We're all out of juice. In between episodes though, I'll probably like be on the server just, I don't know, probably waiting for chickens to spawn. So we should have a big build up of time eventually. So here, blast furnace should be an easy craft. Yes, it is. Beautiful. Most of this stuff we can throw in our system, I think. We have such a messy inventory all the time. Every single time. Is that everything? No, we need one of these. We need a tin gear, which should be easy enough. Assuming we have tin. Do we not have tin? We have we have platinum. But no, apparently that does not count. Can we speed this up? Can we get the tin to be pulverized before? And not the compressed flint that can't be pulverized. That would probably help. Okay, surely we have enough. Yes, beautiful. Tin gear. We can put all these gears away, to be honest. Machine frame. Hopefully we have enough glass. We do. Beautiful. Now can we just make it? I think we can. 2 sand. Really? Of course. Oop, I started smelting the sand when that is exactly not what I need to do. So, I apologize I apologize for being dumb. I can't help it. Okay, induction smelter, beautiful. Pulverizer, induction smelter, beautiful. Okay. How can we make this not look completely messy? I think we do it by placing it here, right? And setting up a power cable, an energy pipe like that. I think that's the play, right? This guy will power up. That should be good. Then we should be able to just grab some iron and some nickel. We have a few nickel ingots. And essentially just chuck it in here. And that should work. And I think you can... You used to be able to set it for specific purposes. Like you could set it to only do alloys or something like that. I think it's working. So we can leave that to do its thing. That should get us Invar. We can then use that Invar to make more magmatic dynamos, which means more power, which means more of this. So I'm going to let this run. I'm actually going to go check on the farm, which is a long run, and I'll be back when hopefully that's all done smelting. All right, we have a little bit, so I'm going to grab this because we're clearly struggling on power. And now we need a magmatic dynamo. What I might do, right, is we have this bookmarked. I'm going to bookmark the gear and the coil. We will need a little bit more, what do you call it, redstone. And then what I'll do is I'll actually set these up as recipes, right? So we'll click here and store this one. We will store... We definitely should have stored these flux coils ages ago because we use them all the time. And then store the entire thing right here. And that should be good. Now we can like craft everything, right? So I should be able to chuck this in here. Ask for a coil, which we probably don't have enough for. Oh, coil. Oh, we actually do. Okay, beautiful. Let's craft 2 Invar gears. Perfect. And then craft one of these magmatic dynamos. Which should work, but we need another redstone, of course. Honestly, I need to set up this automation like yesterday. We should have set up this ages ago, but for some reason, I haven't because I'm so lazy. Yeah, I have to do it soon. We might do it this episode now that we have like more power generation. Maybe. No promises. Okay, magmatic dynamo, beautiful. Place it down the other way. Can I shift click to place it? No. Okay. Place it down, beautiful. That's hooked up. We will need to set up a fluid pipe and wrench this to extract. Set up this. That should be beautiful. Okay, everything should have more than enough power now. Because this guy uses 20 RF a tick. This guy uses 40. Not sure how much the crusher uses. And this guy uses only 5. But it looks as though this guy's charging up while he's on. So that's good. And so is this guy. No, this guy's still draining. Okay. We need probably one more dynamo for that then. We're getting there. You know what I might do as well? You know what? Let's get an auto sieve. Let's get another one and just have it set up. How hard is this to craft? We need blocks of iron. So let's do 2 of these. Beautiful. We need a sieve itself. Can we craft one? We can. And then we have an auto sieve. It's that simple. This guy is going to... I don't know where to set it up because this is so messy. How do I want to do this? Do I want to keep it messy? I don't know. I honestly don't know if I want to keep it messy. You know what we might do? I'm going to place it here, right? And I'm going to hook up the energy pipe like that. And this sieve is going to replace this one that I've been using, right? So this is just going to sieve things almost manually, right? Like, I'm going to do the manual input and output for this guy, right? So it's going to be as if it was the sieve that we had down there. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Here, let's finish dusting this. Let's grab out the stuff from here, and I'll sort of show you what I mean, right? So, let's say we wanted to sift some endstone. I'd crush it and chuck it in here myself, right? At the moment, we want to sift dust, so I'm going to just put dust in here. So, it's not properly automated, but it will be here when we need it. Is that a good excuse? Oh my god. Okay, I think we're fine. I'm going to get another magmatic dynamo. So, another one of these. 2 more Invar gears, which we don't have the Invar for. We now have the Invar for it. 2 more Invar gears. Oh, we don't have the iron nuggets. Okay, let's get a stack of those so that we don't have to worry about that ever again. Alright, 1 more Invar gear. Then I should just be able to get the magmatic. And boom, we have the magmatic dynamo. Beautiful. This guy will be set up just like the last. Set up. Do this. Fluid pipe. Okay, that should be plenty. This guy should have more than enough. Well, actually, maybe not, because we just set up this guy. You know what? Okay, I'm not the smartest. Alright? I'm not the smartest. We need more nickel. I wonder, can I put dust in here with an ingot? You can. There you go. I guess that works. By the way, it still hasn't lagged to the extent that it was before while I've had the profiler running. Well, there'll also be a restart soon, so I have to watch out for that. And I think that's just funny. It's like, it knows that I'm watching, and so it's like, oh, well, no lag happening here. This guy's still spreading. He's taking his time. The problem is I need to stand, like, halfway along this bridge in order for mobs to spawn. Oh, and there's reboot. Alright. I'll come back on. I'll just let things sort of run. Like, I'll let a lot more of the Invar run. I'll, stand near the grass. Because I really want to, what are they called? Chickens. I really want a chicken. But yeah. Okay. We'll just wait. We'll be back. Alright, check out this. So, we've got a little bit of Invar. This guy's full, which my sort of understanding would be that means that everything else is full, right? That does look to be the case. So we do have enough power. I still might make some more dynamos because I do want to expand our production, right? The other thing is, this guy's pretty cool, getting us some redstone. Yeah, I want to automate this, so our endstone. But I think before we do that, I need to fix how everything looks. Everything looks hideous at the moment. I'm thinking I pick up like this stuff, I clean up how it looks, and possibly we start running cables under the floor. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of doing that, of having cables go under the floor, mainly because I kind of like how the cables look, if I'm being honest. But the other problem is, this is like currently too close. So we might just have to rearrange how everything looks here. You know what? I think we will put them under the floor. Some of them. I won't have everything under the floor because I do sort of like how this looks. But like, I don't like the cable running through here or the cable running through here. So we're going to use more energy pipes to go under. And then that should allow us to move more energy pipes to go, say, like, over here. That's my theory. Now, my problem is, I don't really know how to do basements apart from just setting up a water bucket. Oh, you know what we could do? I think we can use the building gadget to do some trickery. Can we do a staircase? Does this only go up? Is there a way to have it go down? I don't know. I don't think there is. Oh, you know what we could do? I know for a fact that this platform goes down a bit. So I think I should be able to grab... what do we need? A build to me. I'm going to set up cobble, right? I'm going to shift right click. We can mine that. I'm going to chop this, right? And then we should be able to see, is that it down there? I think that's it down there. Yeah, look. So you can see, if I right click here, essentially what it does is it tries to build the cobble towards me, right? So we should have a little platform down here. Beautiful. Now, where exactly do we want this? Is this a good spot for it? I suppose. And then what I'm going to do is set up just a staircase, right? I should be able to do it with this, sort of. I mean, we could just do it manually, you know what I mean? It's just a staircase, nothing too crazy going on. So mine this now. That should be fine. Then I should be able to set up the wall we had before, like this system. Go down here, just set it up. Do this. And now we have a nice little platform. Nice and cozy. So I'm going to build this out. So I'm going to need to grab more cobble. But yeah, I think this will work. Ooh, want to see something cool as well? We can actually select this pedestal as roundable. And this pedestal, I believe, is the cobble gen. And so you can see, if we search cobble, we can find the pedestal. Oh, that's not A. That is not A spelled cobble. There are two B's. We can find it, right, here. It has 11,000 cobble in it. How cool is that? So I can grab a bunch of cobble out, like so, and we're good to go. Alright, I've built a little bit of a platform here. I could probably go over some more as well this way. In fact, I probably will. But I should now... Oh, yeah. I think if I do this, just run and place this like that. This energy lasts a while as well. I haven't recharged it once since I did it on camera. I should be able to chop, like, here. Oh, look at that. That is a beautiful positioning. There we go. Chop there. And now, boom, boom, boom. I should be able to route this underneath and have it look a little bit nicer. So we can go here, here, and here. Then we can set up the planks like that. Ta-da! So it's costing us more energy pipes, but up top it will look a lot nicer. Now, where's the next one? Is it here? Oh my! Look at that like prediction of where to mine. That is awesome. So now here we go. Do the exact same thing here. Energy pipe down. We might need another energy pipe, but it should actually be really easy to get. Can we make this look a little bit safer as well? I do not want to fall off and die. That's one thing that we've done too often already. We should have a bunch of redstone. Oh, I don't think enough. Oh, maybe just enough? Because the energy pipes... Oh, energy pipe... needs a lot of redstone. I think we need one more redstone, right? So hopefully... Oh, there's no dust in here. Okay. You know what? I just realized another trick we can do. So inside here, now we have dust. We have the redstone already. But I should be able to speed this guy up. And as you look in here, now he's going a lot faster. He does drain a lot more power. But, you know, we're working on it. We're working on the power thing. Chuck this in here. Let's make the energy pipe. Like so. Do we not have iron? There's no way we don't have iron. This guy should be full of iron. Silver. Not much iron. The problem is this chest system that we have is horrific because it's storing stuff in here. How do we fix that? It's set by priority, isn't it? Like it puts things from top to bottom, right? I think so. And what that means is the chest... Actually, wait, maybe not. Because this guy's borderline empty. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. And I don't know how that helps. Alright, well, for now, we'll do this. And that should allow this to empty and this to keep doing its thing. How do we not have any iron? That's what I don't understand. Can we have that go again? We need to upgrade this guy to be using power. That's one thing we do need to do. How much redstone do we have now? We do have enough to do that. So I am going to do that. How do we clear this? Boom. Do this. Boom, boom. Craft one. Perfect. Run over here. Pick this guy up. Craft him with the block. Put it back on. Grab our linking tool. You will receive power from you. Link successful. Now it should be back in business. Okay. That problem's solved. Beautiful. We could probably chuck this osmium in as well, I guess. As for the flint, we need to fix this issue as well. This is probably another long episode, right? What are we at? Yeah, like an hour. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. This guy needs to not necessarily hold more flint, but maybe void the extra flint. What do we need for this? Obsidian. We can get that. Yeah. I was going to decide whether or not we want to do that, but I think we do. For that, we need water, obviously. I think there's water in these, yeah. We need to probably move it, to be honest. So what we're going to do now is... We're going to move this. Yeah. Alright, we're going to pick up this barrel. We're going to place the barrel here. We're going to place the barrel. I'll figure it out. Maybe on... You know what? Maybe right here. Here. Yeah, we're going to place it here. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to grab this just to clean it up a bit. That can go like that. This can go like this. This is going to break down like... Actually, I think that'll look fine. Do this and this. This is going to go like so. That's going to extract. Okay. Almost done. What we'll do now is this. How ugly will that look? I think we're better off using slabs. Let me get some slabs going. That can actually stay cobble. Alright, we've got this, we've got this. Everyone remain calm. The slabs will go like so. In fact, you know what? No, they're going to go above. Let me vein mine that. Or ulti-mine it. This can go like so. There we go. And then, I should be able to put the bucket of water right there. Beautiful. And now I can just essentially right-click this and get obsidian for days, right? We can probably automate this too with simply putting a chest and an item pipe, but I don't want it automated because as you can see, currently it's out of lava. Like, we're at the point where we don't have enough lava generation, which is actually something we can fix quite easily with uranium. So, but we're going to be fixing a lot of birds, a lot of stones this episode. Is that the saying? I don't think so. We're going to get as much of these as we can, and we're going to simply place them under here, like this. Ooh, that's not where I wanted it. Ooh, I'm making a mess. 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 Alright, mess has been unmade. Let's pick up this. I want to place it here. Beautiful. Okay, I think we solved the problem now. We should be getting a lot more... Yeah, look at how fast it's filling up now, right? Because now this guy's at 20 heat, this guy's at 20 heat, this guy, and it's just this middle one that isn't. Because we're out of uranium. How many do we have? 5. It's still a bit slow. Ooh, you know why it's slow? Because it's only drawing out of this guy. Yeah, here, let's change that. Let's remove this and place the pipe here. And now we shouldn't have a problem at all. Now the problem should be solved. We can just right-click this for weeks if we wanted. Yep, it's that simple. Alright, we have more than enough. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's get an void upgrade. One of these. Craft one. Beautiful. Now what this guy does is if we open up here, we can place it in, and now any flint that goes in here will be voided. It won't exist. Like if I place it here, it's gone. That flint doesn't exist anymore. And that way, it shouldn't go in here anymore. Which I think is what's happening. Unless there's now... No, I think it worked. Yeah, nice. So, all that's getting voided. We could do the same on these ones, if it gets to it. It hasn't yet, so we're pretty fine. We don't have to do that yet, but we can in the future. We can also upgrade them, storage-wise. Like this. So we can upgrade 4 times the base value, 8 times, and so that would be 4 times this amount. So the 512, or 8 times, or all of that. And eventually, I think you can probably get the near infinite storage from like a mob drop or something, or a quest. I'm not too sure, but I think the last thing we need is to automate this guy, this furnace. Which honestly, we can probably do if I fix this power cabling. Yeah. So maybe we should continue that. We have the cables, don't we? Did we get the cables? I don't recall. Cable. No, they're called pipes. Alright, here we go. Energy pipes. Now we can get it, because the iron is smelted. Beautiful. Is this guy still doing his thing? He is out of dust. Let's get more dust. Yeah, we definitely need to automate this soon, but it's fine, it's fine. We're getting there, we're getting there. Okay. Cable there. Beautiful. We can clean up this hole. Nice. Progress. Next up, I'm going to expand the platform this way, because we need to set up the end stone. Alright, so the end stone is pretty much above us right here. So I'm going to expand this out a bit this way, just to give us some room to work with. That should be fine. We're out of cobble. Alright, so I need to bring that power all the way over here. I don't know if we have enough, but I'm going to sure give it a try. Boom, boom, boom. You know what? We actually got pretty close. In fact, we're here, right? So that should be good. And then we have enough cables to, like, you know, pop some more up. Let's jump over. We have the pulverizer, which is, I think, all we need, if I'm completely honest. Because I think what I'm going to do is have this go here. Place it, I guess, this way. So that should power it up. Yep. Then I think I can place a cable here. Have this side extract. Open up the pulverizer. Set the right side to be input. We get endstone. It's processing. Perfect. Then what I should be able to do is... this is going to look so messy. It's going to output to the left. We could probably put it right into an autosieve, if I'm being completely honest. I think I can do this. We're going to need to make another autosieve, which I don't think we can just yet. Because we still need iron, right? How much iron do we have? We don't have enough for 2 blocks. No. What's the solution to this problem? If I'm being honest, I kind of want to replace this with a pulverizer. Mainly because this is easier to upgrade. I just put upgrades in here to make it faster. And wait, how much RF does it use? It uses half the RF as... well, actually, no. Not as... I mean, it uses half of this, but we need this. I don't know how much this guy uses. That's my problem. Alright, you know what? I have another idea. Do I have another idea? I do. We're going to make another pedestal. We're going to make another pedestal. So let me grab this guy. Because at the moment... Well, I guess it's fine. Guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. How many diamonds do we have? Maybe we can just upgrade the sieve. Yeah, let's do that. Let's upgrade the mesh. This mesh is going to be upgraded to a diamond mesh. That should be fine. Craft one of those. Beautiful. My question now, I guess, would be, is it worth upgrading this guy to emerald? Let's have a look. So if we go to gravel, right? Gravel in a sieve. Where are we? Diamond. So at the moment, our iron ore gives us a 15, a 25, and a 10. It will give us a 15, a 25, and a 10. So that ratio doesn't change. 1.6, 0.8. Okay, none of these appear to change, or at least the 2 I checked. But you get an extra this thing, an arcane crystal. So if you don't care about the arcane crystal, it doesn't matter. In fact, wait, hold up. Okay, no, it does matter. You actually do get extra iron for the diamond. So the diamond mesh matters. The emerald mesh doesn't really matter. So this should be fine. Alright, check out this. I got it to go to 64 times. So now the only thing holding it back are these pipes. Transferring stuff. Yeah, how cool is that? How fast is this guy? Because this guy could be a little bit of a bottleneck as well. We could replace this crusher with a... Oh, you know what? Yeah. Okay, I just cracked the code. Here's what we're going to do. This guy we're going to pick up. Right? So we've picked up this pedestal. We are going to make another pulverizer. So let's see how hard those are. I've completely forgotten. Let's search pulverizer. Bookmark that. Alright, so this is what we need. We need copper gears. We need 2 of them. Check. We now need a flux coil. Check. We've got that. We need a tin gear. Ooh, do we have that glass? We might not have that glass. Do we? No, we need 2 more glass. I think we have the sand, though. So let's go out and smelt this. Boom, boom, boom. That should be fine. We can speed it up a little. I think I need a little bit more of this, though. Put that in there. Boom. Alright, we have the glass. We have 2 more of the glass than we needed. Alright. Machine frame, perfect. Piston, that's the last thing I think. Piston, check. Pulverizer, check. Craft one of those. Beautiful. This pulverizer is going to go right here. At the bottom, it is going to be the input. And it's going to be auto input. And we should see, yep, it automatically pulls in the ores, right? We will need energy cables to get to it. But that should be fine. And then, can we do auto output as well? We can. Perfect. Then we're going to place a pedestal above. That's going to be the auto output. And this guy is going to send it right here, which... Why is this such a long system? This is just dumb. Who did this? All we should have to do is set up the pedestal here. And you receive from you. So now all we need is the energy pipes, which I think is just waiting on some redstone, right? How much redstone do we have? We have plenty. We can do this. So empty this, grab this, set this up as a redstone block, craft 2 of them, then search pipes. Hopefully we have enough iron, which I think we have enough, so it's fine. Energy pipes, beautiful. This guy will just go like that. That should be fine. He gets enough power. He starts doing his thing. Perfect. What that also means, it's a double whammy, we get another pedestal. Which means we should be able to mine up this, place a chest. You know what? I think we can just place it like this. I was going to try and connect them, but I guess they don't need to be connected. We're going to place a... how are we going to do this? We're going to break this. Place an energy pipe here. Not an energy pipe, sorry, an item pipe. So now cobble's going into both of these. We're going to place a pedestal on top. Place the crusher upgrade. We are going to say... where is it? Where's our tool? We're going to say you receive power from you. So there we go. And then we're going to say this pedestal receives from this guy. And there we go. Now we've got double the gravel generation. Because as you see, this guy just ran out. So now, hopefully, it's enough. But I don't know if it is. You know what? It might be. I'm going to have to keep an eye on it. Why is this iron ore not getting put through the system? Hold on. And you know what? Hopefully, it is. I think it's just enough. Or maybe we need just one more, but I think it's fine. Gravel is in here somehow. How did gravel get in there? How is any of this stuff getting in here? What is this? What? How did that happen? Inferium essence. That is strange. I do not know how that stuff got in there. Okay. I guess that's fine. Is this guy putting it in there? I think he might be. Let's place it back into the system and go and check. Is this full of junk again? It is! Why is it full of junk? You know, the only thing I can think of is that it's the pedestal. So let's unroute that pedestal. And then hopefully... What is this? Is it putting it into the drawers? Somehow. Like, what's going on here? What? I don't understand. Oh, you know what I just realized? It's new stuff that it's sifting. That's what it is. Right? That makes sense. Oh, also, this guy gets extra stuff as well. Right? He gets extra little outputs. Okay. That's a problem. Is it? I think it is. Alright, you know what we're going to do? We're going to set up another pedestal, right, that does an item filter. So, are we able to craft this? Oh, it uses wool. We should be able to make wool. That should be fine. Wool, filter, easy enough. Alright, item filter, pedestal, right? We're going to place this guy on the side here. We're going to disconnect this, right? We're going to place the... Well, actually, I don't remember how this works. Okay, so this filter needs an inventory below it to set the item. I've made a mess. And I just realized that this pedestal needs a pipe to be under it. That was the whole thing. Okay. Let's get rid of this, right? Let's just set it up to do this. So extract that. So now everything should get taken out from here, including the gravel. Yes. Okay. So everything's in here, but some of this stuff, like the gravel, for instance, in fact, I think only the gravel, we don't want to get smelted. So, I guess what I could do... No, I don't know what I could do. Actually, you know what? I think it's fine. And let me tell you why. I think that this guy won't even accept gravel into his slot at all, because he's a blast furnace. So I think we're fine. I think everything's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We have this filter. We'll probably use it in the future. Okay. What are we up to? I think we're just waiting on iron, aren't we? Alright, few things we have to do, just real quick. Drawer key. We also need the storage drawer, which apparently we don't have. I swear when we made the drawers, when we made these ones, yeah, we got 4 of them. So they are somewhere, we just have to find them. I assume they're going to be in the chest over there. Sure enough, they are. We're going to grab one of these. We're going to set it up where the coal is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock this. I'm going to grab all the coal out. We're going to pick it up, which I probably should have done beforehand, if I'm being completely honest. We're going to place this guy here. In fact, you know what? Let's... no, it's fine. We'll place this guy. Beautiful. Maybe we will disconnect this for now. Right? So we can take that out. Put both of these in here. Uranium can go there. This can go there. Okay. Managem, Prosperity, Fluorite, and Inferium. We need another... Well, I guess we've got it. Okay, everything's fine. So inside this guy is going to go this stuff. Prosperity. Managem. Fluorite. And then we can... What? Get out of here. What? Fluorite. It was struggling a little. Then what we're going to do is set up a drawer here. In fact, let me disconnect this real quick, just so that it doesn't sneak anything in. And we're going to put coal in there and lock that. And I think they're both locked. Then what we can do is reattach the cable there and there. Perfect. Everything should be good now, I think. We also apparently have a lot of iron being smelted, which is exactly what we need. Let me speed this guy up. Boom. Alright, iron is complete. Let us now make another sieve. So we need auto sieve. 2 blocks of iron, which we should have now. 2 blocks of iron. I think... Do we have a sieve? I don't recall. We did. Okay, beautiful. Auto sieve. Wonderful. And we should be able to set this guy up here. Set this output to left and do auto output. This guy should get the stuff, assuming it has a mesh. What mesh do we need for the ender pearls? Ender pearl. I want to set this up and then we'll probably wrap it up for now. Ender pearl we get from... You can get it from iron mesh. It's a little bit better with a diamond mesh, but I don't think we have a diamond mesh. So let's go mesh. Mesh. We might as well grab one of these, since we're not using this guy anymore, and just upgrade this. So you will turn into iron. And then that's it. We're not going any further. Not yet. So there we go. Is it going to work? Let's see. It might only do it when this process happens. Yeah. There we go. So every time this process completes, it tries to force the output. So now this guy's going to just crush infinitely, assuming we have enough power, which it looks like we might need to upgrade now. Maybe. Yeah. Let's do that real quick. We should have plenty of invar. Beautiful. Chuck this in. And yeah, I guess we'll just try and make it. Okay, that is a very easy recipe to do. Can we make another one real quick? I think we need 1 gear. And boom. We have 2 magmatic dynamos, which means we can place them like this and like this. Set up the fluid pipes like so. Export. And we should be good. We should have plenty. There should not be a problem anymore. And we have this automated. And this... it's kind of funny that this system right here, like just this stuff, does that. It does that job over there. It's fine, though. It's fine, I think. You know what we might do? For this guy right here, we might try a different mod as well, right? Test out all the different sifting abilities. But that's probably not what we're going to do next episode. Next episode, hopefully we'll have ender pearls. We'll set up the teleporting pedestal so that we can go back and forth to our farm over there. And I might just like AFK here and hope that mobs spawn. You know the problem? Even if a mob spawns, what's the chance that it's going to be a chicken? I don't think it's that high. So we're kind of screwed. It's fine. Hopefully this episode was good. It felt a little bit weird. It felt like we went all over the place, but we did get a lot done, right? We set up a little basement so that we can have wiring. We have met our first zombie because I forgot to light this area up, but that should be fine. The server was lagging, but then I started a profiler and the server didn't want to lag while I was watching, so that was fine. And yeah. So we have this wiring, we set up the end stone, we set up an induction smelter, we have the time in a bottle, we have a building gadget, we have the end stone doing its thing, which hopefully... Enderpearl? No. And then we tried to make things look nicer. It's sort of worked. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.